Galactic civilizations used to regard Earth's weapons with contempt, believing that humans were primitive creatures using antiquated tools in a time when sophisticated technology, the notion that the best weaponry in the galaxy could be defeated by Earth's homemade firearms seemed laughable. Galactic societies had long since outgrown the necessity of handicrafts, depending instead on artificial intelligence, energy-based systems, and powered weapons. These instruments' accuracy and effectiveness represented the pinnacle of marginalizing. The Galactic Marksmen had refined their abilities with their invention for centuries. Their arsenals featured features that were unthinkable for Earth, including plasma projectiles that required little human effort, overcoming barriers aimed at systems that computed trajectories in NCS, and energy beams that can break down objects without leaving any evidence behind, where Earth's dependence on manually constructed firearms was a sign of inertia. They made fun of the idea that such artifacts from the past may still have value in the age of galactic dominance, but there was still an unsaid fact that the Galactics failed to understand how to create a substantial impression, anything less than a rust spot on an empty space, but with so much power that a handcrafted gun was a discipline and a manifestation of human ingenuity, not just a mechanical procedure. Resilience, these weapons were works of art, each expertly and carefully constructed, not merely tools. The barrel's balance, the marks carved into the wood, and the trigger's flawless click all revealed a lot about the minds and the soldiers who constructed them and formed part of this fateful order of men. The effort they put into making these handcrafted guns for Earth represented the ties to history. They symbolized a special meeting point of patience and talent, where each little detail, these weapons were the result of many hours of labor, with each rifle being customized to fit the requirements of these rifles, in contrast to the mass-produced weapon R of the Galactic Marksmen, told tales of the artisans the Galactics, who constructed them and are the marksmen who used them, saw this as they felt that Earth's dependence on expertise made it vulnerable to their vulnerability because of its obsession with antiquated methods. In a world where advancement was the driving force, excessive automation was a liability. Their conceit prevented them from seeing the potential in these ostensibly straightforward weapons, which the cosmic marksmen were known for. This was not the first time they have challenged Earth with their accuracy and might. These kinds of challenges were more about show than real competition, which they aimed to strengthen their dominance by showcasing their skills against the backdrop of Earth. The concept was simply show off their cutting-edge weapons and remind Earth of its position in the galaxy. Because there was much to lose and little to gain, Earth's leaders were hesitant, knowing full well that accepting such a challenge would result in mockery. It meant risking Earth's armor. During the discussion, a sniper with a name that most people didn't know, but whose abilities were. The sniper's entrance into the contest was a matter of principle rather than pride among those who mattered. They were aware of how serious the situation was and that it went beyond simply demonstrating the value of Earth's handcrafted guns. It was an attempt to refute the idea that dominance is defined solely by modern technology. Rejection of human ingenuity, inventiveness, and tenacity by the Galactic Marksmen disregarded their opponent right away, believing the sniper to be merely another Earthling bound by the constraints of their instruments. They anticipated a simple victory that would confirm what they failed to foresee, was the sniper's capacity to silence any thoughts of Earth's potential and assert their authority, transform their homemade guns' alleged flaws into advantages, necessary expertise to operate efficiently, in contrast to the automated systems of the Galaxy Marksmen, needed to be precise, patient, and have a thorough understanding of how these weapons worked. Snipers have spent years perfecting these components, making the rifle a manifestation of their knowledge. It was based on discipline and practice rather than technology. And for the Galactics, this was unthinkable, as their reliance on AI-guided systems eliminated the necessity for these abilities, and their weaponry did the considering how to considering how to efficiently calculate angles, distances, and wind resistance without requiring human input. Dependency made them vulnerable to an adversary that relied on instinct and flexibility, such as the sniper rifle. In contrast, simplicity had a special advantage because of its design, which allowed for flexibility in a way that the Galactic Marksmen's guns were unable to mimic situations in which their systems needed specific circumstances in order to perform at their best. The sniper's rifle was a weapon that could adapt to many situations, hence it flourished in unpredictable situations. Like the human spirit itself, the Galactics maintained their confidence and their haughtiness as the challenge approached. Resulting from a lengthy history of uncontested triumphs, they were unable to acknowledge the sniper's silent resolve. The sniper mistook that for weakness, but they knew that the gun didn't require bluster. The sniper's involvement turned into a statement for the people of Earth, not just a weapon, emblem of hope. It wasn't only about winning, it was also about demonstrating to the galaxy that Earth's strategies, despite being different, had worth. The sniper bore the burden of that optimism, directing it into their every preparation step. Gun modification and practice session was a step toward overcoming the obstacles. Galactic Marksmen persisted in their mockery, unaware of the obstacle they would soon encounter in the form of Earth's resistance. Futile was a last-ditch attempt to stay relevant. Their arrogance prevented them from seeing the potential of snipers. As the challenge drew closer, stress increased on one side of the galactic system, leaving them unprepared for what lay next. On the other side are marksmen, with their advanced weapons and bloated egos. Standing as a tribute to Earth's ingenuity and tenacity was a lone sniper brandishing a homemade rifle, prepared for a conflict that would alter opinions and reinterpret what skill and precision meant in the HFY sport. The challenge began with the galactic community demonstrating an overwhelming amount of confidence. Each participant, armed with weaponry far beyond Earth's reach, was a marksman from an advanced society. Technological prowess. Their instruments blend streamlined style with unparalleled functional weaponry that can calculate movement trajectories and detect life forms through barriers. The field was immediately controlled by energy beams, fired with perfect precision. They felt that the simplicity of the sniper's handcrafted rifle was mocked by every aspect of these weapons. The outcome was unavoidably a display of each marksman's superiority. A sense of assurance that was mostly derived from their system's automated capabilities, not just from their implements, but also from their belief that Earth's strategies and technology were outdated. Artificial intelligence calculated every step with minimal margin for error. They had been honing this technology for years, and it demonstrated precisely guided energy beams and syntax. They appeared to ensure their supremacy over the sniper by using sophisticated targeting devices. Contrast used a weapon that required a completely other set of abilities. And perseverance. Each shot needed exact computations made by a human rather than an automated system. But based on the sniper's knowledge and expertise, this weapon lacked a self-correcting feature or integrated support. It was totally dependent on the sniper employing it, brought years of training and a thorough understanding of the capabilities and limitations of their rifles with them, ready to, as the event progressed, the cosmic marksmen quickly adjusted to any situation that arose. Although they were predictable due to their reliance on superior technology, they deployed their advanced methods with confidence. They attacked methodically, using pre-programmed patterns and calculations, without realizing this vulnerability that had been tuned for many comparable encounters. Their accuracy at first overpowered their rivals in subsequent rounds, but it quickly became clear that the sharpshooter wasn't just responding, but, while examining their movements, the sniper's systematic technique started to... Notably, they employed their weapon as an extension of themselves rather than just a tool. By examining the Galaxy Marksman's dependence on technology, they were able to spot trends in their actions. The sniper realized that these advanced weapons had defects in their systems. However, the automated systems of the Exact lacked the flexibility of a human operator making judgments in real time. Galactic Marksmen performed well in regulated settings, but found it difficult to snort as the sniper bullets fell with unpredictable accuracy. The first faint rifts in the cosmic marksman's confidence emerged. Every shot was hit with precision, and every move was calculated with astonishing accuracy that were comparable to and occasionally better than the cosmic weaponry snipers, were skilled not only with their weapons, but also with their ability to scan their surroundings and predict motions and change tactics on the fly. But their weapons' lack of automation compelled them to stay completely present. The Galactics depended on the present to make choices more quickly and correctly than the AI systems. After initially dismissing the sniper's successful shots, the audience started to pay attention. Drew's silent astonishment at what had first been thought to be a technological mismatch began to resemble a philosophical argument against the sniper's dependence on talent and self-retreat, emphasized the shortcomings of the Galactic Marksman's strategy, for if their weaponry were sophisticated, their techniques were consistent, and reliant on favorable circumstances, the Galaxy Marksmen used to swift triumphs discovered themselves unprepared for an extended interaction, and despite their advanced technology, they were unable to explain. The sniper, because the sniper tactic was unknown, the sniper took advantage of holes in their systems and utilization of their surroundings, and doing actions that no AI-guided system would have considered. Every calculated risk that was taken paid off, transforming what appeared to be an insurmountable disadvantage into a demonstration of creativity and accuracy. The cosmic marksmen started to become frustrated. Their over-reliance on automated technologies, which were once their greatest strength, became a source of weakness. They were unable to properly reply to the sniper's unusual methods due to targeting and prediction algorithms. A significant disparity between the two sides was brought to light by the sniper's deft usage of their rifle, whereas the Galactic Marksmen relied on machines to make choices for them, but the shooter maintained complete control and made real-time adjustments to their approach. As the battle went on, it became evident that the sniper was not only matching but surpassing the marksman's first. Confidence gave way to skepticism as the sniper repeatedly outwitted them with weapons meant to offer flawless skill. The sniper's methodical approach failed with precision against an opponent that refused to follow conventional patterns. And in-depth knowledge of their rifle exposed the boundaries of technological dominance when it wasn't combined with human ingenuity and flexibility were seen in the growing intention. Once certain in their victory, cosmic marksmen now faced a task they had not expected the sniper's capacity for critical thought, knowledge adaptation, and precision action. Demonstrated the special powers of human ingenuity. Their handcrafted gun, which was first written off as antiquated, became a well-known element of the tenacity and resourcefulness of Earth. The sniper's performance went beyond their proficiency with the weapon. It served as an example of a more profound idea in a time when there is still an indisputable benefit in human skill and automation. The snipers were able to outthink and outmaneuver opponents thanks to their inventiveness, intuition, and flexibility, who, by the end of the task, had become accustomed to relying on robots. The sniper had pushed the Galactic Marksman, must face the unsettling reality that humans cannot be replaced by technology, no matter how sophisticated. The sniper's ability to predict and adjust to each situation was superior to the accuracy of their AI-guided systems, served as a reminder that experience, skill, and discipline may equal or even exceed the challenges of their initial marksmen. Though initially contemptuous, the cosmic marksmen are the most sophisticated machines. Realize that the sniper's act was more than just a show, and that it held meaning. Amazing ability, but a challenge to the long-held beliefs that Earth's handcrafted guns were once derided for as artifacts from the past, demonstrated their ability to coexist with and occasionally even outperform the most sophisticated. The Galactic Marksmen's energy-based weapons were the pinnacle of contemporary weaponry in the galaxy. technologies provided unmatched automated targeting precision and flexibility to their weapons' predicted trajectories were guided by advanced artificial intelligence in dynamic situations, took environmental influences into consideration, and achieved accuracy with little human labor. These systems, which were created to reduce human mistake and represent the aggregate progress of many civilizations, increased battle effectiveness, and were created by the Emperor Collins alone. They were thought to be the best answer to any problem. However, there was a serious problem with this dependency on the technology that enabled them also eliminated an essential human component. The AI system's flexibility allowed them to function within predetermined parameters, optimizing making data-driven decisions. But finding it difficult to take into consideration the unpredictable nature of human reasoning and strategy, this reliance on automation made it vulnerable, particularly to an adversary who could adjust. Although their weaponry were technologically superior, they lacked the ability to innovate and take advantage of vulnerabilities in real time. Intuitive adaptability of a proficient operator in making choices and handling changing circumstances, the sniper's customized IT functioned on a completely different concept. It was an extension of the person, rather than merely a tool. Using it, in contrast to the Galactic Marksmen's automated systems, required total mastery of the foundational concepts, ballistics, and environmental variable accounting, and predicting the target's movements. Each shot required accuracy, and the gun itself was a deliberate weapon that relied on years of experience rather than pre-programmed algorithms. Each part, from the trigger mechanism to the barrel, was the result of painstaking craftsmanship. The carefully and precisely crafted weapon required a thorough comprehension of its physics, and only those who, by taking the time to become proficient, this human aspect of control could reach its maximum potential, and proficiency contrasted sharply with the automatic effectiveness of galactic weaponry. It wasn't quicker or more sophisticated and personal, necessitating an unreplicable bond between the marksman and their weapon. Exploited by machines, the sniper approach fully capitalized on these variations. By examining its shortcomings, they employed their rifle not only as a weapon, but also as a vehicle for innovation and invention. The sharpshooter found ways to take advantage of their dependence on the galactic systems. Automation, the AI systems, while advanced, found it difficult to use non-traditional strategies. And erratic conduct. This flexibility enabled the sharpshooter to take chances and make choices that no automated system could imitate, providing them a competitive advantage in circumstances where technology innovation was defeated by human ingenuity. Precision. Due to their extensive training, the Galactic Marksmen had become dependent on their weapons, and their strategies were influenced by the limitations of their weapons, which left limited opportunity for creativity or deviance. They worked inside a framework that, when confronted with an adversary, constrained inventiveness while optimizing efficiency. Who worked outside of that framework were compelled to enter uncharted ground. The sniper's strategy exposed the intrinsic rigidity of their techniques, emphasizing the value of flexibility and intuition. Conquering obstacles, this philosophical clash went beyond the battlefield. It represented a larger discussion concerning the importance of human skill and the role of technology in the galaxy. Marksmen symbolized a future in which all aspects of combat were managed by machines, negating the need for human. Their weapons were engineering wonders, but they relied on data-driven decision-making and predictable patterns. In contrast, the sniper represented a legacy of expertise and workmanship, where success hinged on the capacity of the person to adjust and exercise critical thought, was most noticeable in their reactions to hardship. When the sharpshooter took advantage of gaps in the cosmic systems, marksmen found it difficult to adjust to AI-guided weapons that were intended for accuracy and effectiveness. Take into consideration the sniper's technique's unpredictability each time they adopt an unusual strategy. When the cosmic systems failed to readjust in time to react appropriately, This flexibility provided the sharpshooter a major edge that enables them to control the parameters of the battle and compel the Galaxy Marksmen to obey. The sniper's reliance on their abilities in reactionary positions revealed a basic concept. The sniper didn't merely use technology. Mastery of a craft necessitates knowledge that extends beyond it. Their firearm, knowing just how to make all the necessary adjustments and maximize its capabilities, their strong bond with their weapon enabled them to adjust to any circumstance and make choices based on expert assistance. Instead of using pre-programmed logic, instinct, and experience demonstrated the human factor in its most basic form, demonstrating the galactic craftsman's strength of talent and perseverance. Their weaponry, despite all their improvements, had not equipped them for this humble experience. When an adversary used technology beyond their capabilities, the sniper's capacity to withstand the limitations of their reliance on anticipation, adaptation, and innovation were exposed. Automation was a philosophical test, as well as a test of weapons, revealing the advantages and disadvantages of. The philosophical differences between the two approaches were exposed, and they went beyond the instant competition. It sparked debate over how technology shapes people. Although the Galactic Marksmen's reliance on automation and artificial intelligence had produced amazing breakthroughs, it had also established a reliance that restricted their flexibility. The sniper method, based in talent and workmanship, proved the timeless worth of human ingenuity in a world that is becoming more and more mechanized. Reminder that the human aspect persisted even in a time when technology dominated. The sniper's performance, which cannot be duplicated, was not only a triumph for Earth's weapons, but also evidence of By accepting the difficulties of their weapon and depending on their abilities, the sniper demonstrated the tenacity of the human spirit, showed that mastery was determined by one's capacity to adapt and perform well in any situation, not by the tools one employed. This conflict of ideologies highlights the need for equilibrium in a situation where technology is used as a weapon to augment rather than replace human potential. The lessons learned from this experience went well beyond the competition. During competition, it questioned presumptions on advancement and how technology will influence the future. Sniper victory served as a reminder that there was still a region in a galaxy where advanced civilizations predominated. It was a celebration of the aptitude, inventiveness, and flexibility of human ability to overcome obstacles by embracing their unique characteristics rather than depending on machines. Not only were there improvements to be admissed, but the disconnect between technology and precision wasn't only about figuring distinct proof of superiority, serving as a reminder that advancement need not equate to a rejection of human ingenuity or heritage. Victory was a declaration of the eternal worth of the human spirit, not just a triumph of skill versus machine. In a world where machines are taking over more and more, the pivotal moment arrived as despite their technology, the cosmic marksmen faced their greatest obstacle. They discovered it difficult to keep the advantage, and their reliance on automated systems had revealed a crucial vulnerability in predictability, which the sniper approach took advantage of by utilizing precision and unpredictability in ways that their systems were unable to handle. The sniper's shot was purposefully planned, performed, and had unparalleled skill. It was a display of mastery that brought attention to the discrepancy between machine logic and human intuition. Although shooters made an effort to adapt, their strategies were constrained by the automatic algorithms despite their speed and accuracy, they were unable to comprehend the sniper's nuanced strategies. The sniper's flexibility in responding to shifting conditions stood in sharp contrast to the strict, pre-programmed reactions of the challenge. The challenge turned into a contest of wills between their rivals and the unwavering precision of technology. Despite its straightforward construction, the sniper weapon demonstrated the versatility of human ingenuity and turned out to be the ideal instrument for this competition. But its lack of automation necessitates total mastery. making the sniper completely dependent on their ability and comprehension of this. The sniper's connection to the weapon provided an unmatched degree of control, allowing them to make judgments in real time, when the rifle's handcrafted character could not be predicted by an automated system, was a strength rather than a drawback. Demonstrating the need of knowledge and skill fully, every move the sniper made challenged the notion that cutting-edge technology, the cosmic marksmen, were forced to face their dominance when the snipers approached. Own limits. The weapons they intended to eliminate human mistake unintentionally eliminated. The sharpshooter, on the other hand, represented the balance of human adaptation between technique and ability, demonstrating that mastery of one's instruments might defeat even the most sophisticated systems. As the sniper methods became more sophisticated as the competition went on, and they examined the patterns of the Galaxy Marksmen's ability to spot vulnerabilities and precisely take advantage of them, maintain composure under duress was evidence of their preparation and self-control. Each shot they made was a display of their profound comprehension of ballistics, trajectory, and timing. Using this mix of expertise, their expertness enabled them to outmaneuver adversaries who just used automatic precision. The Galactic Marksmen were not equipped to handle this degree of opposition to their weaponry. While advanced, were meant to be effective in controlled situations, but their systems were interfered with by the sniper's unpredictable approach, making them adjust in ways they weren't used to. Because of their excessive dependence on technology, turned to become a liability, making them susceptible to the sniper's unusual techniques. Their unrivaled ability to predict their opponent's moves wasn't a result of their weapon, but they applied their knowledge of the galactic system and their expertise and comprehension of human nature. The use of technology by marksmen to anticipate their tactics and stay ahead of the game at all times. Despite its apparent simplicity, this gadget was an extension of this knowledge and demonstrated the sniper's accuracy and competence. As time went on, the Galactic Marksmen's dissatisfaction increased because their once invincible technology was being methodically destroyed by an adversary who had undervalued each counterattack. Another surprise maneuver that forced them to reconsider their sniper tactics. The sniper's capacity to maintain composure and concentration under duress further strengthened the feeling of inevitable that started to dominate the contest. The sniper's maneuver that marked the crucial turning point exceeded all expectations. It was the result of deliberate planning rather than luck. And execution. The snipers were able to fire because of their thorough knowledge of both their adversaries and their weapon. The fact that no automated system could duplicate this instance highlighted the special advantages of human flexibility. Despite this, the cosmic marksmen demonstrate the limitations of technology when separated from human input. Despite being strong, they were unable to retrieve their weapons. The sniper victory lacked the adaptability required to react to the sniper techniques. Merely an exhibition of talent, it challenged the fundamental tenets of the Galactic Marksman strategy and demonstrated that despite all of its developments, technology could not take the place of the human factor, which had been vital to battle for centuries. After this pivotal event, there occurred a change in viewpoint that the cosmic marksmen, once disdainful of Earth's artisanal weaponry, started to see their worth. They were compelled to reevaluate their presumptions regarding superiority after the sniper's performance shown that talent. And it was a sobering experience that brought home the significance that mastery might compete with even the most sophisticated systems. The sniper's success wasn't due to a balance between technology and human ingenuity. Their success was based on their capacity to refute the narrative of technical domination. Their triumph demonstrated the timeless worth of craftsmanship, talent, and flexibility in an increasingly aligning with new technologies. All a transparent page fading and moving to align with vision, crying out for attention from depictions of disaster. The sharpshooter approached an opponent who did not fit their preconceived notions going forward, and instead being remarkable, their advanced systems had been shown to have flaws. The sharpshooter approached an opponent who did not fit their preconceived notions, proved that the person using the instruments, not the tools themselves, was the real indicator of superiority. For them, this insight signaled a sea change in both the competition and the general comprehension of what it intended to succeed. The challenge concluded with an appreciation of human worth rather than a show of might. The inventiveness of the sniper's performance had expanded the realm of what was conceivable, demonstrating that talent and even the most sophisticated technology their homemade gun once used might be defeated by adaptability. Derided as antiquated, the history of this moment became a representation of Earth's tenacity and resolve. It was not only about winning, it was also about the lessons it taught, serving as a reminder that no matter how sophisticated technology gets, the success of the sniper was a result of the human element remaining irreplaceable. Honoring the special qualities that result from competence, ingenuity, and flexibility in the face of adversity was a declaration that tradition and progress may coexist and produce new things instead of being mutually exclusive. The challenge's unforeseen result was something bigger. The Galactic Marksmen who had to admit the limitations of their strategy after entering with assurance based on their technological advantage. They had long assumed that success was assured by superior technology, thinking that automation could. The sniper's performance destroyed the need for skill and intuition. Ultimately, it became clear that no degree of automation could completely replace human flexibility and skill and judgment. Under pressure, the Galactic Marksmen's loss wasn't just a result of their systems failing, but their inability to comprehend their weapon's intricacy had allowed a simpler manufactured weapon to outmaneuver them. But more significantly, the human spirit of ingenuity had surpassed them. For civilizations that had long seen themselves as vastly superior, resilience was a sobering realization. The Marksmen's admission of loss to Earth was a first step toward reassessing the use of technology in their plans for Earth. The triumph had far more profound meaning than simply demonstrating its sniper's prowess or the worth of its weapons. It was about regaining respect in a galaxy that had rejected humanity as primitive, and the challenge had evolved into a platform for showcasing human power, perseverance, and the timeless value of custom and workmanship in an automated environment. The cosmic marksman's victory was not only their own, but also a victory for humanity at large. They learned important lessons from their loss and their dependence on automation, made them susceptible to unorthodox methods that revealed the shortcomings of systems intended to reduce human participation. They understood that although technology was powerful, its effectiveness depended on its users. The sniper's skill to anticipate, adapt, and emphasize the significance of striking a balance between advanced tools and human expertise. Inventiveness. This insight sparked a wider discussion on the use of technology in warfare, and beyond the Galactic Marksmen started looking at how to include human intuition into their tactics after recognizing that advancement did substantial. The difficulty had led them to improve human elements through technology rather than abandon them, to challenge their sluggishness and force them to reconsider how they approach training and weapon design. The sniper's victory was based on their purpose as much as their skill. Entered the contest to protect the principles that Earth's handcrafted weaponry uphold, not to demonstrate personal superiority. Demonstrated that their performance was evidence of the effectiveness of preparation and discipline, as well as the deep connection a craftsman's relationship with their instrument served as a reminder that mastery does not result from dependence on outside systems. But the sniper's homemade gun became a symbol of this personal determination to excel. Once derided as archaic, philosophy is now admired as a manifestation of human ingenuity and tenacity. The rifle's traditional form proved that simplicity combined with mastery might produce results that were not possible with complexity alone. It became an artifact of both inspiration and history, serve as a reminder to individuals throughout the galaxy of the importance of initially disdainful tasks The Galaxy audience became enthralled with the competition, and what started out as a one-sided competition turned into a lesson in persistence and coercion. The challenge of humility and respect evolved into a tale that was told throughout history to demonstrate the notion that even the greatest technological advantages might be overcome with skill and effort. This struck a universal chord, message that cuts across cultural and technical divides. The wider effects of the sniper victory was a moment of vindication for Earth that went much beyond the battlefield. The achievement promoted a renewed sense of pride in the galaxy, demonstrating that its people and their traditions had a place there. In a world that is changing quickly, pride and self-assurance encourage people to value their own abilities and heritage. Additionally, as the cosmic marksmen looked to learn from other civilizations, it promoted cooperation between Earth and science. The challenge proved a turning point in humanity's strategy for the galactic civilizations, forcing them to re-evaluate their beliefs about advancement and superiority. They started to recognize the striking a balance between human ability and technology, while acknowledging that they are not mutually exclusive but complementary. This change in viewpoint opened the door for fresh methods of innovation in which technology was created. The sniper performance also aims to empower rather than replace the individual, provoked a more extensive philosophical discussion by posing queries on the character of progress and the function of tradition. In the challenge, brought to light the notion that advancement shouldn't come at the price of a world that is becoming more and more mechanized. It reminded cultures of human connection, skill, and inventiveness, that the interaction between innovation and mastery frequently results in the biggest accomplishments, rather than the supremacy of one over the other. The challenge's tale spread across the galaxy, serving as a source of motivation for individuals from various backgrounds, serving as a reminder that genuine strength rests in the hands that use the instruments, not the tools themselves. The sniper's success was more than just a triumph of talent, also a celebration of what makes humanity special, its ability to adapt and be creative in the never-ending quest for consistency. Thus, Earth and the Galactic Marksmen established a new bond based on respect for one another and cooperation. The challenge had dismantled walls of conceit and miscommunication, opening the door for collaborations that recognized each party's advantages, such as the Galactic Marksmen. Those who had previously disregarded Earth's contributions started to view humanity as a useful ally with distinct viewpoints. And nonetheless, the challenger's legacy persisted as a reminder of the value of equilibrium, showing that neither greatness could only be attained by combining tradition and technology. Of the two, the combination of creativity and skill that produced something genuinely remarkable. This insight changed how civilizations approached advancement and echoed throughout the galaxy. Together, the sniper journey became a tale passed down through the generations, encouraging people to embrace their own potential and cherish the traditions that molded them. It was evidence of the strength of talent, tenacity, and the conviction that, given commitment and purpose, even the most underutilized tools could accomplish greatness. The challenge was more than just a competition. It was a declaration of the human spirit's eternal might in the universe, a suitable possibility.